Hello to all of you, wherever you may be. I'm prepared and waiting for the interview. Nick is delayed. Nick is delayed. And just to let all of you know, I have told Nick, the No Other Cats owner, I gave him every instruction, every bits and piece of instruction, how to get on board, but he's quite likely held up. So, yes, Jodie's right. We're proceeding without the guest for now, but do be assured, the moment Nick gets into the green room, he is going to be brought right on. The moment he's seen in the green room, he is brought right on, just to say. Hello to you, Paula. We know Nick is awesome. I know that, Henry. Yes, we're waiting for Nick this very moment, but he's held up, quite likely. But once he's brought in, or in the green room, he's going to be brought right on, and the interview will begin. Hello to the loving mod, Pamela Garza. Hello. Your pet is doing okay, just to let you know. Well, I'm presumably one of your pets, since I enlisted you with a moderating status, Pamela. Howdy, howdy to you. No, my cats are not in the room now. Hi, Gertrude. Thank you for the compliment, saying I'm handsome. Thank you. Thank you. Just to let you know, any questions you've got for Nick once he's in, put it all in capitals, please. Put it all in capitals. I didn't know, but based on the last time I saw an interview with him, I did think it was very possible. Oh, okay. No, I mean, one thing I did want to say, Hilary, is just because it's 10 p.m. UK time in England, I know he can start after that time, live stream-wise, in the Now the Cat community. I am only acutely aware of that. But once he's in, I've got questions. It'll be question and answer the moment he's in. But I'll give him a welcome, and then it'll be questions and answer once he's in. About Charles, yes, the late Charlie, I know. Lovely thumbnail. It's a lovely thumbnail of Cha Cha. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. I saw your comment got pinned up. Sorry, I put it back up now. I am one of my pets. I'm one of your pets. No trouble. Pamela, you've got a busy farm to keep up to. You've got a busy farming schedule. And all that you do on the farm, I couldn't thank you enough for all that you do. So well done for all of your farming work that you so do always. Well done. Well done. No, I mean, you keep very hard at work with your farm and all the farming that you do, especially when it's lambing season, particularly over in your home neck of the woods. So well done for all that you do. And I had a sneaky feeling that I was one of your pets, and interesting learning from your full official confirmation that I am one of your pets. Sorry, but please don't worry about being away. No trouble at all. Interesting learning I'm one of your pets. Oh no, what happened to Hannah? Whatever happened to Hannah? Hannah's Adventures. Your cat has been missing since 10th of March. Oh no. We all drink occasionally. Yes, it's true. Manny was asking about red wine. I like a red wine. I have inspired me. I have just confirmed that on Instagram you'll be doing a GPO live talks. How lovely. How lovely. Good luck with it, Bill. Can't handle beer anymore, but you have plenty of whiskey. I couldn't even drink whiskey. I've tried whiskey. I completely disliked it. And I had... And actually, I just smelt nothing but a disgusting liquor on my... It was just this disgusting liquor smell after I drank the whiskey, Hilary. And the only thing that got rid of the disgusting liquor smell was a drink of tonic water, and that just got rid of the smell after that. It just got rid of the liquor smell. Where on earth is that Nick? Don't worry if he can't make it, but if he's not can't make it now, but I am waiting because I've given him all the instructions. Where is that Nick? Is Martin here? Martin Lawrence, hello to New Orleans. Gosh, you're going all over the States at this rate. Only once a month, okay. Looking forward to seeing them. Oh, no trouble at all, no trouble at all. Some call that smell heavenly. It was not heavenly for me, Hillary. Do not want that smell in my breath again. I really don't. I've just messaged him. I've just messaged Nick, Bill. I just messaged him on the Discord. He's not replied yet. He's not yet replied, but I have messaged him, and I gave him the instructions on how to get into the green room. I've literally just done that. Oh, there I am. No, Nick, just to let you know, Maria, he is the owner of Noah the Cat and the founder of the Noah the Cat community. Just to let you know. That's Nick is the owner of Noah the Cat. You're working all over the United States, are you, Martin? No, I think that's what you do, don't you? Who else was here? Because I saw one of Noah the Cat supporters. Hi, Sean. Hello. We often see each other in the chat. We often do, don't we? Caught alive. Hello to Adam's Aunt Celeste. Hello. Hello to you. You subscribe to Noah the Cat's channel. You recommend it. I'd recommend it big time, Pamela. It's something I recommend big time. I'm just waiting for his owner. That's all. Hi, Lils. Hello, Lily Lils. I'm just waiting for Noah the Cat's owner, Nick. I've given him every instruction on how to get into the green room and what to do once you're in the green room, but no sign of him as of yet. No sign of him. And I just told him, I did tell him that you can get into StreamYard on your phone and iPad. I did tell him that. I did just tell him. I know he's not. And I'm waiting for him. I think he got held up. But lovely seeing you always. Lovely seeing you always, my Lily Lils. Lovely seeing you always. Could you imagine if I was one of Lils's pets? Even though she's got 4 cats and 2 dogs herself. Could you imagine if I became one of her pets, like how I'm one of Pamela's pets? Oh my. Me being one of Lily Lils's pets. Yes, because he's a FedEx worker, Gertrude. He's a FedEx worker. You're good with the delay. You've got some coffee for now before starting on whiskey. What are you now, Hillary? Sea captain with the whiskey drink? Time for the whiskey. We're going to set sail. Like a whiskey drinking captain. Excuse the banter. It's my humor, Hillary. It's my humor. You'd stroke me. Oh my goodness, you'd stroke. Well, one thing I can say, Lils, you can stroke my hair any day. You could stroke my hair any day. And Pamela, since she's got an affinity for my hair, or hair styled in the way I've done it, she can stroke it any day. She really could. Oh, thank you, Harriet. Thank you. Oh, thank you, highly. Adam's Aunt Celeste, Blacksmith, Bill, Gertrude, Domri. Yes, I do know you well. Specialties, Naval history is one of your specialties for reenactment. It's been sunny. We've had some sunny weather, actually, Pamela. Had some sunny weather. Cold and nippy, but it's been sunny. 2? Oh, what's the 2 going to mean? 1, thank you, Aaron. You missed the memo, lol. 1, 2. Oh, okay, no trouble, no trouble. Just got yourself Bailey flowered coffee grounds, but still think you're going to add the real thing to it. Okay. Which real thing were you referring to? Hear me fine, but my camera freezes from time to time. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Apologies for that, Hillary. Apologies for that. One. Hello to you, Lindy. Hello to you. Welcome to the chat. We're meant to be doing... Just to let you know, we're waiting for a special guest, Lindy. He's a bit delayed at the moment, but once he's in the green room, we are going ahead with the interview. I'm prepared and ready for it. You've been sanding a shelf unit and painting it a chalky white colour. You love DIY. Oh, wow. How interesting learning so, Lily Lils. How interesting learning so. Wow, you've obviously, I never knew you had an affinity for DIY. I always knew you had an affinity. Well, excuse me if I've got this wrong, but I thought you had an affinity for museum visiting. I honestly thought you had an affinity towards museums and museum visiting. I never knew that you had an affinity for DIY. Wait a moment. He normally does a live at this sort of time. Oh, wow. Oh. How could I have gotten the Wisconsin time wrong? You do all sorts. Oh, wow. Hi, Hickey. Hello. I know. Yes, I know, Mr. Potato Head. Good actor. Never be forgotten, this one. Treated yourself to a small chainsaw last week, so you've been chopping wood. Just hope you can hold the chainsaw, right? Chainsaws can be heavy, but I hope you could hold it okay, Lils. Hope you could. I mean, I can hold a chainsaw, fortunately enough, but I've just got to be careful with my grip to it because, Lils, I haven't got a big hand. Both are not big. And, well, and to show something else, it surprise you as it might, Lils, since you've said you've treated yourself to a small chainsaw. Wait, am I going to pin... Yeah, pin your comment up. Yeah, surprise you as it might, Lils, to share a bit of insight and something here with you, but look at this. Arm-wise, this is not big arms. Those are actually small, skinny arms. So I have to be careful holding a chainsaw, independent of how heavy it is and its size, because not just because of small hands, but small, skinny arms too. I have got all hands, being small hands that I've got and small arms, sometimes I don't have the strongest of grip. Oh, what I went to, it was a military event. It was a commemorative military vehicle event. You're not muscle woman. No, I wouldn't have assumed you were muscle woman, Littles. I wouldn't have thought that. No, but how big is the chainsaw? Is it big or small, if I may ask? How big is it? Mighty. I'm not a mighty man, Hilary, no. I'm not entirely mighty. I am a fairly strong man. I am fairly strong and maybe reasonably fit, but not the fittest of men. But I'm not what you call mighty strong, no. Not entirely. Am I frozen now? I'll have to get in touch with you privately regarding that, Lily Lills. But I would definitely love to run into you. I definitely would. And has the new grandchild come yet, Lily Lills? Has it come yet? That's what it can happen to any of us, Fiona. Hello, Fiona. Hello to you. Hello. Nice to see you as usual. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. No, this can easily cause frustration. I'm quite with you on that, Fiona. I'm quite with you on that. No, and I'm not muscle man either. I'm not muscle man either, Lils. And also, but one person who's definitely not muscle woman, to share something with you, my mother is almost definitely not muscle woman, to tell you something. She's almost definitely not muscle woman. I won't say the reason why, because I'll get into trouble, but she's definitely not muscle woman. A fairly petite lady as she is, she's definitely not muscle woman. Oh my goodness. C-section. Oh. Don't think I could look at a C-section. Oh. I think if my mother had gone through a C-section, for example, if my mother had gone through a C-section, I think it'd probably knock her over for weeks, if not possibly a month, if she'd had a C-section. But good luck with the birth of the new grandchild, and I hope her C-section works out okay tomorrow morning. I sincerely hope it works out okay for her, Lily Lills. And I hope your other daughter's okay, the one that got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And she's only 3 years older than I, because I'm 23, and she's about 20, she's 26, 27 now, isn't she? You know, I mean, I remember you telling me she's a few years older than I. Your one of your daughters, the one that's got the multiple sclerosis. But good luck with your daughter's C-section on the birth of her child and the birth of your grandchild. It's obviously going to be an exciting moment for you, isn't it? Becoming a grandmother, isn't it? It's going to be exciting for you, isn't it? Yes, good luck. Good luck indeed. The cats can certainly appear on the live stream. I will message Nick saying that the cats can appear on a live stream if they so wanted to. They can, but namely, I mean, I don't mind if Noah makes an appearance. I don't mind. It's the sight of C-sections and operations, surgical operating procedures, Gertrude, that really, it makes me feel sick. It makes me feel sick looking at things like that. It makes me feel sick, you know. No, it's always marvellous and wonderful. It's something to marvel at, the birth of each new baby, Pamela. It's always something to marvel at, isn't it? No, I know, Maria, yes. I know you can get multiple sclerosis at an early age. I know, yes. All your nieces and nephews are having babies now. Oh, wow. Good luck to them, Jody. Good luck to them. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. She's so highly qualified. She has a MSc in psychology of mental health from Edinburgh, but she can't get a job in that particular field. Oh no. Oh no. So sorry about your daughter. So sorry about your daughter, Lily Lils. No, but I am, however, I'm obviously saddened for your poor daughter. Your one of your daughters. But I am, however, Lily Lils, extremely happy and excited that over your excitement and endorsement over becoming a grandmother. And it must be an exciting time for your husband too to become a grandfather. But I'm really hoping your husband's okay, because I know he can get rather emotional, can't he? But no trouble at all. I mean, I'm a fairly emotional man as well. But the good thing is he has you to comfort him. That's the main thing. He has you to comfort him. Whenever he has a good cry, at least you're there to treat him with the affection he needs and a kiss and what have you. We're still talking C-sections. Yeah, oh gosh. Are we still talking C? Oh, we're still talking C-sections. Nick might be delayed, Manny. He might be delayed, but I don't know. I did. I only gave a quick reminder that the cats are welcome to make brief live stream appearances, Pamela. I did write that to Nick. I did write that to him. And I did say it won't be definite, 10 p.m. UK time. I did say it won't be definite, but you know, because I mean, if he needed me to delay the time, I'll delay it. But I forgot to delay, you know. But at least we're having a good chat. But once he's in, greeting, question time. The event attending had Harriet, sorry, not Hillary, Harriet, sorry. It went well, thank you. I met up with David yesterday, and I also met David on Saturday at the Detling Festival of Transport event. And David, believe this or not, he met my mother for the first time. He even met my auntie, because also my auntie went to Detling as well, and my grandmother Margaret. Not Anne, not my Edmund's widow, but but my mother's mother, Margaret. She met my mother and my auntie and my grandmother. So it was a nice day, and it was a nice highlighting moment to see David meeting my mother for the first time, and my mother meeting David for the first time. Oh, Sapper and I, we talk and have StreamYard and have meetings and chats whenever chance allows. We do it regularly every week. We're going to collaborate every week, Sapper and I. You get to read all kinds of docs, and from the revolution at that. Oh, wow. Interesting, Henry. Interesting. He was there, Pamela. Yes, David was there indeed. Yes. And yes, the best thing was he got to meet my mother. He got to meet my mother. David is my best friend, Anthony. Pleasure, Harriet, pleasure. David is my best friend, and another one of my best friends, Pamela, is Jonathan Clements, and also Dave Bryan too. They're very good friends to have in my life, you know. It's a very good friend to have. I wouldn't change having David, Jonathan, and Dave as my best friends. I wouldn't change it for the world. Oh, David. No, my mother very much liked David, and David very much liked my mother too. No, they really did. They got on quite well with each other. They really did. Oh, thank you, Lily Lills. Thank you. Can I just say, I love the way the mods look after you, and I love the way my mods look after me too. Oh, I definitely love the way you'd look after me if I was being looked out for by you. I would for sure. Hi, Alfredo. Hello. Waiting for Nick. I'm waiting for Nick. He might be held up with FedEx, or with cat duty. But once he gets in the green room, Alfredo, we are going to get started. Once he's in the green room, we are bang on getting started. You're supposed to be editing your radio shows this week. Hi, Julie. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. No trouble if you can't stay long. No, Lily Lills is lovely. She really is lovely. And she's a wonderful friend to have, Harriet. Who wouldn't want somebody like Lily Lills in our lives? A true wonderful friend, having Lily Lills, and a wonderful wife to her husband. Brenda. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Tina. Hello. You'll catch it on replay. Okay. Enjoying yourselves while we wait. Yes, we're having good talks, enjoying ourselves whilst we're waiting. But do be assured, Pamela, the moment Nick gets in, we are bang on in the interview. Bang on. As a mother, you enjoy meeting your son's friends very much. Oh, really? You see your son's friends whenever you see your son. How lovely. How lovely learning so, Pamela. Well, I imagine they must very much enjoy meeting you too. Whenever you're around to see whenever you're seeing your son, that is. Because I know he's quite further away from Texas, isn't he? It's good to have best friends that you can count on. True that. True that indeed. I'm a very good interviewer. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Norman. Hi, Norman. Hello to you. Oh. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Oh, goodness, I'm probably going to. Oh, dear. Yes, do sleep well, Bill. Do sleep well. And once, yes, it'll be watchable on replay. It will be watchable on the replay. I'm a very good interviewer. Thank you, Pamela. I was about to say something. Well, Lily Lils, if I'm, if I was, I'm nearly embarrassed to ask this very question. I'm almost merely embarrassed to ask this very question, but if I was your son, how protective do you think you would be of me? Sorry if it was a bad question. I was a bit embarrassed to ask, actually. You went to the library and played some games. Oh, how interesting, Tina. How interesting. Norman. Hello, Norman. Nice to see you. Yeah, you know, I remember you saying he's quite far from Texas, I know, but you get to see him regularly. Oh, that's good. That's nice learning so. Now, I imagine he's got some very good friends. Since you brought him up and raised him in a certain way, I imagine he's got some brilliant friends that he can count on and look up to. Or his friends, at least, look up to him and all that. You know, given likely his core depth of personality traits. Christine, hello to you. Hello. Oh, do, do. Oh, do, do. Oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Christine, for your kindness towards Blacksmith. Blacksmith, thank you for your kindness towards Christine. Gertrude, thank you for your kindness towards Christine. Oh, what did Harriet say? What did Harriet say? Right, what was it she said? Oh, I think I missed it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know you have no idea how protective I'd be. Let's just say Mama Bear would indeed come out of her cave. Oh, wow. Now, a lot of people say they're protective of me like a mama bear. Some of my new friends, Lils, to tell you something. Wow. It's only what one does, Fiona. It's only what one does. Jeanette, hello to you. Hello. Bertie's okay. Bertie, I haven't seen Bertie as of lately. Harriet, haven't seen Bertie as of lately. But interesting learning that Willow fancies Bertie. I have seen him in the garden sometimes, but he's really not in the garden very often. He's not in the garden very. He isn't in the garden all the time, but sometimes if it's a nice day. I certainly. Oh, thank you, Gertrude. It's not something to take for granted having protectors. It's not something to take for granted. No, but it's nice learning you'd be very protective of me, Nils. You know, and like you said, you would stroke me any day. Well, I'd always let you stroke me any day. And I'd certainly let you hold me any day. Protectively, that is. Need grumps to change his day. You're talking about Sapper with live streaming. He did change his live streaming schedule. He did change the day of his live streaming schedule. Just to say. A cross between Mother Teresa and Tracy Barlow off Coronation Street. How lovely. Two lovely characters. They are. How lovely. How lovely. I've developed a wonderful circle of friends. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Don't know if I've got a photo of Bertie, what have you, but wait a moment, I might have one. I'm just going to have a look now. I'm going to have a look to see if I've got a picture of Bertie. I hadn't even got a picture of Bertie organised. Bertie. But he's a handsome boy, Bertie. He's a handsome boy. No, it's generally Saturday. We love you for who I am, simple as. Thank you, Lily Lils. Thank you. Thank you. Another time I've got a picture of Bertie, I'll show it. He's a handsome boy. Yes, he changed it back to Saturdays, but I was just going to double check to see whether what was said was true or not. I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to try and doubt anyone. I really wouldn't. Right. Right, wait a moment. He hasn't scheduled his upcoming live as of yet. Sap hasn't scheduled his upcoming live as of yet. He hasn't scheduled it as of yet, Jeanette, but when it gets scheduled, you will all know. Another day would be photo. I'll have to show a picture of what I look like as a young boy, Hilary. Hilary, I'll have to show you. I'm not completely different. Well, there's a fair similarity, is what I'd say, from when I was a young C. Just what did I look... To think of what I looked like then. Ooh. Oh, you're in. Nick, hello.
Hello.
Right, we're here. Hello, Nick. Oh, you turned it down. Oh, there we are. Nick's here. Right, we're in. Okay, now podcast has begun. Hello to all. Hello to you, Nick.
Hello.
And yes, just to let you know, welcome to the podcast. And just to let all of you know, this is Nick, owner of the Noah the Cat, the founder of the Noah the Cat community, and he is also the founder of it since 2023 and the owner of Noah the Cat himself, and Ash and Willow, who add to the new edition, and formerly Cha Charles. So, Nick, welcome, and I've got some questions for you.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Is anything all right?
Good. Doing good. Yep, I just finished dinner.
Oh,
Um,
okay. No trouble about being held
yeah,
up. No trouble at all.
yep. Went through my work day and just had some spaghetti for dinner and let the cats out for a couple minutes. What do you want to talk about?
Right, Nick, I've got a number of questions for you here. Okay,
Uh,
now, before the
okay.
first question, question number one, because it's, oh, was that Ash or Willow?
That was Willow.
She's quite athletic, isn't she? She's quite the
Yeah.
springy one. Okay, now, question number one. How would you describe your early life, childhood, and youth? Go ahead and explain.
Uh, my early childhood, I would say it was fairly normal. Um, I lived with my parents until age 5, and then they divorced. And so I spent weekdays with my mom and weekends with my dad up until I was 18. But I was lucky enough to have two parents, and I saw them on a regular basis. So that's a big picture. Um, but yeah, I went to school, public school in here in Wisconsin in this town, and I made a lot of friends. I'm still friends with a lot of my elementary school friends, which is kind of unusual nowadays, it seems like. But yeah,
Mm.
I still talk to a lot of my elementary school friends and high school friends. Even 20, 30 years later, I'm still in contact with a couple of them. So, um, but yeah, went through school. I really liked video games and Legos. Those were probably my couple of my big hobbies. Also, band. I was in band for a long time during school. Um, I also played hockey for a little bit, and I was also in Boy Scouts.
Wow.
Yep.
Explain what Boy Scouts was like for you. Go ahead and open your
Um,
story.
I'm not sure. I think Europe or European countries probably have something similar to Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts. I'm not really sure if Boy Scouts exists nowadays in the same way it existed like 20 or 30 years ago when I was in it, but um basically you just kind of learn basic kind of survival skills, basic basic survival skills, camping, knot tying. Well, what instrument did I play? I played tuba, and I'm still currently in a community band. So I play tuba in a community band. We play once a week on Sunday nights for a couple hours.
You're known to do the band practice as you've opened up on the
Yeah,
live stream, yes, because
it's
you're
kind of a
known to
weird
do the
time.
band practice by and large as a whole.
Yeah, Sunday nights is kind of a weird time to have band practice, but Sunday nights is one of the very few times of the week where most people are available to do something because weekdays, weeknights, there's so many things happening, and Saturdays, of course, people are always busy on Saturdays. So they kind of decided a long time, like the band people decided a long time ago that Sunday nights was the best time to get everyone in one spot and play to practice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I've been in the
But very
community
good
band for about
answer
10
to
years.
opening up the first book.
The
Oh,
what?
wow, long time.
Yeah, a
Now I'm
long
on to
time.
the
Yeah.
second. I'm on the second question now.
Second question. Okay.
I'm on the second question now, Nick. How would you describe your days as a part-time driver during your final days in university
Oh,
college? Well, it's college in your neck of the
it
woods,
was a
university
really
in ours.
yeah, the cab driver. It was a fun job. It was a fun job. Did not pay very well at all. But
No,
I
couldn't
liked.
imagine that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was kind of our taxi service here was in this little town. So our town, when I was driving taxi during my school days was, I think our town was maybe 25,000 people, and the taxi service was actually partly subsidized by the city. So the city would um, pay a chunk of money to the taxi service. It was partially subsidized, and it was mainly aimed towards senior citizens, um, school age children who missed the bus and they needed a taxi to get to school, old people who needed to go to an appointment, grocery store. Um, I usually work during days, and during the days, it was mostly old people and kids,
Mm.
um, or people that lost their driver's license for like drunk driving, or people that
Drunk.
didn't have. Yeah, yeah,
Didn't mean to
yeah.
laugh.
Oh, no, it's the reality. So yeah, a lot of people, a lot of mostly poor people. I hate to say it like that, but people that couldn't afford a car, people that lost their
Uh,
license, so they couldn't drive.
mhm.
It was a fun job, but I don't think the taxi service exists anymore. I think taxis have kind of slowly disappeared because of Uber and Lyft. Um,
Yeah,
so
quite popular now, aren't they? Uber, aren't they? You get so many of them buzzing about now, especially
yeah,
in my home neck of the woods. We've still
yeah.
got the Brighton Hove taxi.
hmm So it was a fun job.
Pamela,
There were some people that
Pamela,
actually made a career out of it, but
yeah,
all right.
but Pamela's got a question for you
Sure.
now. Did you drive a cab before GPS? Did you ever get lost?
Yeah, so I think it was GPS existed, but um I really didn't need it. I don't think I think TomTom was those TomTom and Garmin was popular. Smartphones didn't exist. So this is probably like 2010. It's like just as 2010, 2011, just as smartphones started to come out. I think the first iPhone came out, was it 2010 or something like that? Black
2007,
2007. Okay.
18 years,
I don't
18
think,
years ago.
yeah, I don't think Google Maps existed, or Blackberries were popular, but yeah, basically they just gave me a paper map of the city. So they gave, every taxi driver had a paper map, and you were just kind of expected to learn all the roads in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember the time before iPhones because, as you know, because I'm 24 this year, so both of us
Oh,
remember the time before iPhone. So all of us
yeah.
remember effectively, except for a select few. If your nobody knows, for example, she wouldn't be thoroughly aware, taking into account her 18 years of age.
hmm
That is.
Yeah, I remember my first cell phone. I think it was just like I think it was a Nokia, or it was a flip phone. So whoever was making flip phones back, I think it was probably 2005 or 2006. It
Yeah.
was probably a Nokia or something, or Motorola. Motorola was popular. So, all right.
No. And here's to a next question. Okay, now question number 3, Nick. Your working life post-university college graduation. Please do
Uh,
describe that, please.
so after I graduated college, I stayed with the taxi service for a little bit. But my student loans were starting to become due, and I went to school um, mainly to be a police officer. So I do have a degree in, I think it's
Oh,
specifically public safety. Um, and they were trying to gear people to become police officers. Um, but during that time period, it was incredibly difficult to become a police officer. I think for every one open position that a police
mm.
department had, they had maybe 100 applicants. So people that were trying to enter, and this was, I think, 2012. So this was quite a while ago. But um, so I got a college degree. I went to a police, they call it police academy here in the States. Um, so as you can imagine, I probably sent out 30 applications, and I had probably between 15 and 20 interviews. And all this time, I'm still like driving taxi, and just nothing is happening. It was just a horrible time to become a police officer because even some police departments were downsizing. They were eliminating. They were eliminating like part-time positions, and they were just not hiring. It's like a hiring freeze for basically probably a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, which was a horrible time for me because I was trying to get into that field. So
Oh, wow.
nothing was really working. So I was also a part-time janitor too. It's just cleaning in our
Oh, very
schools,
good.
like vacuuming and stuff. Just easy stuff. I did that out of high school, just vacuuming. Um, and then one day,
Hillary's got a question. One of our
oh,
supporters.
what was the
Your
most challenging
supporters. She's
part
got
of
a
Police
question.
Academy? I would say the most challenging part was just memorizing all of these statutes. I had a binder. The binder was probably about that thick of material that you had to memorize,
Wow.
and we had people just quit and not make it. So it was just a lot to learn, and that was about a year. It was like a part-time police academy. It was like 2 or 3 days a week for a year. So I went through that, and it just never really worked out for me. And I had probably $20,000 or $30,000 of student loans that were coming due. And the taxi service, the was just not really paying very well. So one of my relatives told me about FedEx, and FedEx was really growing back then. FedEx was growing really quick back then, and so it was just kind of a temporary position that they kind of offered me. And the temporary position has now lasted like 12 or 13 years. So yes.
Yeah.
So
And Pamela's got a question for you here, Nick, if I may so
Pamela,
share. Other than police
police
officer, what
officer.
would one do with a public service?
That's a great question, and I really don't know. It was kind of a degree that was just sort of cobbled together through the university. Sometimes these universities, looking back on it, I think universities kind of create these degree programs, and they try to attract students to take their courses. I learned a lot, but it was kind of a very narrow degree field. And they really, the I should say, the university really pushed people to become police officers with this degree. So we had universities offering these type of criminal justice, public safety degrees. So it was basically a criminal justice degree. Um, and
Hmm.
then
Yeah.
the university just wants people to become police officers. So that's what I tried to do. I'm not really sure. There's probably other things I could have done with it, but I just, my student loans were coming due, and I just needed fast money, basically. So,
Uh, yeah. I mean, I never could have been so aware, Nick, that student
yeah,
loans had to be paid off so quickly over in the States. That was little realization did I have of
hmm
that.
yeah. Um, but looking back on it, I guess everything kind of turned out okay. So,
No, but it was you tried to join the police academy at a hard time, downsizing, difficult to
yeah,
get in. So you were going through a hell of a time, and the
yeah,
taxi driving obviously was no way was going to pay off your loans that were going to be due in a short
yeah.
period of time. So gosh, you've gone through something there. You've certainly gone through something. That's
hmm
not as a hell. But then when did the FedEx come? You didn't say the year for FedEx. When did that
Oh
come?
gosh, I started FedEx in 2012. So, I
Because that's
think,
the question we're on now, getting into
yeah.
FedEx. And what was it like getting into the FedEx web? Do explain what it was like to get into it.
Um, so you kind of had to know someone to get into FedEx. It was kind of like word of mouth, or you had to know someone to get in. And you had to have some prior driving experience before they considered you for a position. So my taxi service my driving taxi kind of qualified me for um, being able to be a FedEx driver. And I started with FedEx in 2012. So I graduated college in 2010, and I did a bunch of job applications, so on and so forth, for a solid year and a half, and I'm just trying to pay off my student loans, and then I started with FedEx in 2012.
Wow, and you've been with them since.
Yeah, I didn't really think I would be at FedEx for so long. I thought it was just kind of a temporary, because I never really considered it. So I thought I would just stay there for a couple years and finish off paying my loans. So, but
But you paid off. How long did it take to pay off your loans with the FedEx?
um,
So if it goes too deep.
just a couple of years. Like I think it was 2 years, 3 years. I paid off all my loans. So I paid off maybe $20,000 or $30,000 in student loans pretty
Wow,
quick.
well done
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Well
yeah,
done you, Nick.
yeah.
Well done.
So,
Manny had a question.
uh,
Did you get some education working in FedEx?
education for working at FedEx? Not really. No. Oh, it's man. No, I didn't really get any education. There really wasn't a lot of training for the most part. There was some training, but FedEx didn't require it. I think you basically just needed to um, be 21 years old and have some prior driving experience. Um, but yeah, there was no education requirements basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hillary, now I've got a question for you, a very big question here.
Uh-huh. Would you consider looking to public service again? Do you like delivering? I like delivering. I like it, but I don't know if it's something that a person wants to do for a long time. It's very physically demanding. Um, I'm not really sure. I'm just used to kind of working on my own. I'm used to being outside. I'm used to moving fast, and I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could work an inside job. I don't know if I could sit at it. I think I would probably go crazy if I just sat at a desk or a computer all day. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe I could, but it would take some getting used to, and I don't know. Yeah, I look tired. Yeah, yeah, it was a busy
And
day. Yeah. So,
now, but if you were a police officer, if they should have taken you by now, Nick, you definitely do very well with it. And another thing is, with you being a tall guy, you could probably be able to catch the criminals without trouble, especially if it's a short one.
yeah, probably. I think the criminal justice is a nice career path, but I just ultimately it didn't really work out for me, which is just fine. And I'm not really sure at my age,
Yeah.
and I don't really think I'd want to get into any kind of public service. I'm not really sure what I would get into, so I don't really think it's something I would
Thank you
do
for the
now.
super thanks, Harriet.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're almost well. Not many people believe this, but all of us in the Know the Catch community know this. That you are going to be 40 at the end of this year,
Yep. Yep. It's coming up pretty quick. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it.
and you certainly don't look a day over 35.
Yeah,
You don't look a day over 35, Nick.
yeah, I feel like I'm in my 20s, but I'm actually a lot older.
I
So,
don't think you look in your 20s, but interesting learning you feel in your 20s. Now, Pamela had something to say.
oh, Pamela, yeah, in the old days, the police
Uh,
academy, yeah. So the requirements for the police academy, I think you have to have, so in order to, um, be accepted into a police academy, I think you have to have 60. Think you have to have completed 60 college credits. I think you have to have that. You have to have 60 college credits in anything, I believe. Or I think you have to have an associate's degree. And I think that's the minimum. I think you have to have an associate's degree, or I believe it's 60 college credits. But I have a
Oh,
bachelor's
wow.
degree, so um, there weren't really a lot of people that had a bachelor's degree that entered the police academy. Some people did. It might have been one third, but most of the people just had an associate's degree, which I think is 60 college credits. So, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Uh, it's going slightly off topic, this question, but unfortunately, you've got an off topic section in the Discord
No,
zone.
that's fine. No, that's fine.
Hailey here is asking, do taxis go to the countryside? Do they go to the countryside, the taxis in your neck of the woods in Wisconsin?
So our taxis did not. Our so the Sun Prairie Taxi, that's the company that I worked for. We were not allowed to go outside the city limits because the city of Sun Prairie, uh, as I said, subsidized the taxi company, subsidized the taxi service. So we had boundaries. We had to stay within the city limits. Unfortunately, and most people out in the countryside, I really don't think there was a lot of demand for taxi rides, taxi service from the kind of countryside areas, as far as I know. So I hope I answered that. Hmm.
Yeah.
I live in
You
the
live in a
countryside. Yeah.
countryside and no taxi, Uber,
No.
or Lyft? Yeah.
No, I think it's just too expensive.
Wouldn't have worked in your.
Yeah. I think, if Uber Lyft is probably just too expensive. I don't know. Or they don't make enough money. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. True that. Right. Okay. Now, question 5. I'm on the 5th question to you now,
Hmm.
Nick. Your fascination towards cats, and the
Hmm.
fascination towards cats is the question I'm asking you now. And how did it all come about?
That's a great question. Well, my friend Corey had um, apple cork. So, apple cork. Some people in my YouTube community, Discord community, I've mentioned apple cork a number of times. He's the guy who he's. I went to school with him. I've known him for maybe 30 years. We went to school together, elementary school, high school together. But we would hang out at his house, and he lived in the country. And his family had a lot of cats, not a lot, maybe two or three cats, and they had one or two indoor cats, and then they also had several outdoor cats. And I don't know, I was always just very fascinated with cats. Um, but my mom was allergic to cats, so I was
Oh
never,
no, yeah,
yeah, I was never allowed to have a cat growing up. Um, but I was always kind of interested, wanting a cat. So, and I always tried to like pet the cats, and of course, the cats never really wanted to be around me, and that made me sad whenever I would go over to someone's
yeah,
house. And, because cats are kind of weird sometimes, they're just kind of picky about strangers. So,
yeah, yeah.
um, but that's kind of where it started, was visiting my friend's house, and a lot of my friends had pet cats. Of course, I wanted a pet cat, but I could never have one. So I had a
Because your mother
couple
was allergic.
allergic. Yeah, some I had a turtle, and growing up, I had a turtle. I had a couple hamsters, and I also had a couple of leopard geckos. Those little lizards. But
Mm,
those little leopard geckos lived about 25 years, and they recently just passed away. Maybe, and they were named George and Gracie. So George and Gracie gecko lived about 25 years, and they passed away probably 4 years ago now. So
wow.
yeah.
So now I remember
That's
you
what all
saying
started.
your mother was allergic. Was your father allergic to cats? By I mean your late father.
No, my dad was not allergic to cats. I thought that I was allergic as well. But I don't think I was. I don't think I've ever been allergic to cats. My dad didn't really want pets in the house, so and my mom lived on her own and my dad lived on his own for a while, so my family was separated, so I never really had cats growing up until recently.
Yeah, no. No, but interesting how the fascination of cats came about
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, and I remember you telling me about your friends having cats. I honestly thought it was through Jen that you were fascinated by cats, but no, it was through the friend. Interesting.
Yeah, it was through the friend a long time ago, yeah.
Going back a good 30 years now, as you would
Probably,
say now.
yeah, probably, yeah.
For a long time. And now getting into question 6. Now, the incentive of starting a cat channel, moving your involvement to the online cat community, what got you driven into it?
It all started probably 2022. I had an old phone and uh Charlie, at the time, Charlie was going to have a surgery. I think this was probably June or July of 2022. And Charlie had these skin tumors, um, like the little bumps on his skin. And
Oh,
he had skin cancer surgery a couple times.
oh,
So he was going to go back in for like a third skin cancer surgery. So I'm like, well, he's getting old and he might not live much longer. So I just decided to upload a couple videos on YouTube. And so I made a channel and I uploaded a couple of videos just kind of like for memory's sake because I didn't really know how much longer he was going to live. So that's kind of what started it,
mm,
is just uploading videos because um I didn't have a lot of storage space on my phone, so and I had a couple of videos of him, so I just started uploading videos of Charlie.
yeah. Yes, he
Yeah.
was King Cha Cha, wasn't he, Hillary? I
Yeah.
remember King Cha.
Yeah, yeah, definitely unique. A unique cat.
Cha Cha. That's who he was known as, Gertrude. Yes, the late King Cha Cha, who passed away very
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah.
Bunches and
That's
bunches. No, but it was about. But can you please tell us about open up about the loss of Charlie? I
mm.
mean, sorry if it's too much of a question,
No,
but
no,
please
that's
open
fine.
up what it was like losing Charlie, because I saw just how visibly upset you were. We all
Hmm.
did, and
Yeah,
we our hearts broke for you and Jen.
yeah. It was just very unexpected, and that happens with animals. That happens with pets. It can just happen really quick, and um, we just took him to the vet, and he was just showing some weird symptoms, and we called our vet to see if we could get him to our normal vet, and they were just too busy to see him. And then they recommended, well, he's got some weird, you're telling us that he's got some weird symptoms, so just probably take him to like a emergency vet. And so cat mom Jen took him to the emergency vet, and it was all just kind of downhill from there. I think it was a Friday night, so we just took him to the emergency vet, and kind of just expected, okay, we'll just put him on some kind of medication, and we'll bring him back home, and he'll be on a medication for a little bit, or we might have to change his diet or something, get him some special food. And but unfortunately, it was quite a bit more serious than what we had thought. And he was diagnosed with, I think it was called IMHA, which is an acronym for something. And it's just kind of one of those diseases that just kind of hides. Cats are really good about hiding their pain, hiding their discomfort, and that's
Mm,
that's
mm,
that's kind of what happened. He had a very kind of stealthy kind of weird disease. that just kind of hid inside of him until until it was too late.
Mm, mm,
And so what I'm thinking what happened is he probably had cancer. Unfortunately, cats that are 15, 16, they're probably going to have a number of different things go wrong with them. And I'm thinking that he had cancer, and then the cancer causes other problems, of course, because cancer is not bad enough on its own. So the cancer causes more problems, and then
mm.
so what do you think? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Oh, say hi.
Hi,
Come here.
Noah Bean.
Oh, gosh.
Hello, Noah Bean. Hello, handsome boy. Hello. Hello, handsome. Oh gosh, he's run
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. I only let him outside for a little bit today. He's kind of upset. He was only outside for like 5 minutes today, but he's fine. Come here. Whatever.
Oh,
So, but
well, after all, I did permit him to make a little appearance, didn't I?
yeah. Um, but with Charles, it was just really really awful. Just kind of getting this diagnosis. He would have to have blood draws every day, be on medication. Taking we'd have to take him to the vet maybe once or twice a week, and
Mm,
just a very awful disease that really has no cure. So
mm,
um, we just walked in thinking that we were just going to walk out, and then we
yes,
unfortunately we walked out, and Charles never
he
came
was.
back with us. So
Mm. No,
it's sad.
I
Yeah.
saw how much you broke down when he died. I actually saw,
Yeah.
especially when you were opening up about his death. You really broke down.
Hmm.
This, when I saw
Yeah.
that, Nick, when I saw that, it reminded me of when I lost my late grandfather Edmund. Because you've
Hmm.
seen me open up about it before, haven't you? My
Yeah.
grandfather, who
Yeah.
died 5 years ago, February. No, I really broke down when he died.
Hmm.
So hearing about the loss of Charles, or Cha Cha as he was known, it reminded me of the loss of my grandfather, and I really felt sorry for
Hmm.
both yourself and Jen. So both of you have my
Oh, thank,
empathy for that
yeah,
always.
thank you. Thank you. So
No, really, you have my empathy always.
yeah, I think about Charlie. He's just a cat, but I don't know.
He was more than that, wasn't he?
Yeah, we just had like a special bond. He just kind of had that kind of a unique personality. Like it's just kind of hard to describe. Like we were not really. It took a while for each of us to gain each other's trust. He was just kind of a mean cat for a long time. He was just, but
He was
as he got
picky, wasn't he?
older, he had that kind of sassy
Picky
personality.
personality. Yeah.
So, but I don't really sleep as well. The last 3 or 4 months, I just don't really seem to sleep as well without him. I don't know. It's just really strange because he would always kind of sleep with us in bed. He would lay right next to me, and we would snuggle for a while, and then I would fall asleep. He'd go in his cat bed, but I don't know. Just when he's gone, I just haven't really been sleeping as well. There's cats from shelters
Oh,
or
but
from breeders.
Harriet had a
Ah,
question.
I see that. Yeah,
That was
I'm actually.
Harriet's question for
Yeah,
you.
I'm. Yeah. So cats from rescues or cats from breeders. So we've only had cats from rescues. Um,
Mm,
or from shelters. So all of our cats that we've had were stray cats or cats from farms. Um, it's really common for farms around here to have a lot of cats. So I think a lot of farmers try to get rid of some of their cats because they just have so many. And the cats on farms are really not a priority. Usually the cats are just kind of an afterthought, and they aren't really taken care of as well. Usually farms have livestock or, like plant, like crops. So the cats on farms around here, they're basically workers. So the cats around here, their job is to um, like eliminate rodents, mice, muskrats, take care
Yeah,
of the rodents. So farm
yeah.
cats have a job. They're not really pets. So, but we haven't gotten cats from, maybe one day we'll get a cat from a breeder. I've always kind of been interested in maybe getting like a Maine Coon cat or something.
My
Uh,
Daphne's main food.
but
That's okay.
Maine Coon cats they're just not very common around here. We'd probably have to go,
No,
we'd probably have to go to they don't call them breeders anymore. They're not called they're called catteries, I think. I think they've kind of
okay.
moved away, so I don't know. But I don't know. Um, maybe we'll get another cat. Maybe we'll have four cats one day. Maybe not. I don't know. So
I think four would be marvelous. Four cats. It would definitely work well if you had a Maine Coon, Nick. It could have someone for
yeah,
Noah to play to. Although, just to give a warning, just to give a heads up regarding Maine Coons, they do get very big. I need to tell you that.
yeah. I've only seen one Maine Coon cat in my entire life, and it was just kind of well behaved and a big well behaved cat. So I've only seen one of them. They're just not very
They're
common
huge.
around here. Yeah,
Maine Coons are generally by and large huge, Nick, because my
yeah.
Maine Coon, Daphne, she's huge. She's a big, big girl, bigger than Noah, obviously,
I
quite
bet.
likely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah.
She's a lot bigger than our Nixie, and if she pounces on Nixie, she completely engulfs her from
Oh,
body
oh,
completely. She's
oh,
a
crazy.
huge cat,
Wow,
big
crazy.
girl.
Cool, cool. Yeah,
She's a
maybe
little
one
bit
day.
older than your Noah being though, because Nixie's going to be 4 next week. Just that you know, and Daphne was 4 just a week ago today.
Yeah, I think Noah's going to be 3 this year.
Yes, no, they're older than Noah
Yeah,
being.
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to Uh, question 7. Now, to go to the seventh question, Nick,
hmm
your
hmm
proudest achievement in your life. What do you think your proudest achievement has been?
Um, probably. I would say, without a doubt, my marriage to Jen is my proudest achievement. I would say, and I'm not really. I should probably elaborate on that a little bit. But it's nice. It's nice to be married. Um, to I think she's an amazing woman, and we get along really well. We get along well. We have a lot of the same values, and we go to church together. um, we have common interests, but we also have some unique interests that we don't have. So, um, like this hobby of the cat YouTube channel is kind of my hobby, and cat mom Jen has her own hobbies. um but I think it's really important that you just get along really well, and we get
Yeah,
along we
oh
get along
yes,
really well.
yes.
So yeah, that's kind of a very concise answer. So
Yeah. It's done you wonders, hasn't it, Nick,
yeah,
being
oh
married to
yeah,
Cat Mother Jane?
yeah, I think I would be lost without her.
Oh,
Definitely.
and Gertrude said Jen is lovely with the most
hmm
pleasant speaking voice. I think she's got a fantastically pleasant
Yeah, I
speaking
know
voice.
over
She's
the
brilliant
last,
voice. She's got
yeah,
a marvelous voice.
definitely, yeah. We've heard that a number of times. She's got that the very special voice, and someone was saying that she should like audition to read books on tape or books on CD. She would be really good at reading at what was it, narrating books.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure the process of like sending in like a audition tape or something, but if anyone knows how to do that, I'll try to get cat mom Jen to read a book or something, and make an audition tape, and we can send it into some kind of publisher. I don't know if does anyone know how to do that, because she's just got the very sweet
No,
voice.
no. You can use recording software and read a book and narrate it on with a microphone and computer, or iPad, iPhone, smartphone. You can do that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Independence of the voice software. One can do that, Nick.
yeah.
One can certainly do that. And
What do you need, go?
Nutmeg here, who's one of my long-standing followers, she
Hmm.
said she's extremely sorry to hear about the loss of your cat,
Oh
Nutmeg.
yeah. Oh,
No,
thank you.
Charlie was a big part of their life, Nutmeg. She was a big part of their life.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Thank you. This is
Miss
Willow.
Willow. Hi, Willow. Hello, beautiful girl. Hello. Oh, she's trying to kiss me. Are
Yeah,
you trying
yeah,
to kiss me, Willow?
yeah,
Oh, my.
yeah. She's
Outside.
something. Yeah,
She's what?
yeah. She's something else. She's a handful sometimes, aren't you? Yeah. Come here.
Oh, and just to let you know, Nick, Pamela has just said you are clearly a deep feeling man. What's your response to that?
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Very sensitive. In some ways, yeah. Um, yeah, it's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
No.
What do you need?
And Manny is saying it would be good to see Nick's cat meeting my cats on stream meeting. Well, I'll have to. Well, the thing is, Manny, my cats do go outside. That's the thing. They go out in the garden. But if
Yeah.
there was a day where they're inside because it's wet or rainy on a weekend,
Hmm.
and if they're inside because it's rainy in their neck of the woods, because they're different neck of the woods to ours, you see,
Yeah.
Manny. So yes, I think their cats would like to see my cats. But it looked like Willow was just trying to go through the camera and try and kiss me through the
Yeah.
other end.
She's purring and she's just wanting some attention. I think
Oh, I
the
would have
little
given her a
girl.
card if I
Yeah.
could.
I'll just hold her for a little bit. She's purring a little
Yeah,
bit. So sometimes they just need some attention.
yeah. No, the thing is with my cats, Nick, they don't tolerate being held for very long. You can hold them for about 15, 20 seconds. And Nixie, she'd just
Mhm.
leap out of your arms, but Daphne, she'd go, "Ah,"
Yeah.
or wriggle and hiss, and then out of your arms.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't
Noah's.
tolerate
Yeah.
being held.
So yeah, Willow and Asher, they like being held, but Noah does not. So no one does not like being held at all. But I try to pick him up every day. Maybe it's like an age thing. He just does not like being picked up or held. He's very cute, very sweet, but when it comes to being picked up, like actually holding him, he just hates it. He kind of merps, he squawks and merps and squeaks, and he just kind of jumps down, and he hates being. I don't know. Maybe it's something he'll. Charlie never really liked it either. At that age. Uh,
Oh,
I don't think Charlie didn't like it either. It might be an age thing. I don't know if anyone else,
yeah.
young adolescent cats, maybe between, I don't know, between like age two and age 5, maybe they're just kind of that age. I don't know. So
Daphne didn't have a problem with Daphne didn't have a problem with being picked up as a kitten, not entirely, but it was as she got older she didn't like it.
uh, yeah, he'll grow out of it. He's in the litter box right now, and Willow is they're both in the litter box right now. It's they share the
Blinky
litter
just
box.
not
Yeah,
jumped on your lap.
yeah,
Blinky just not jumped on your lap. How lovely, Nutmeg, how lovely.
yeah.
And oh yes, but have you ever, if I may ask you, Nick, have you ever been aware of the unconditional love cats provide?
I think so. I think, yeah, definitely, especially with Charles. There was definitely it took a long time for Charlie and I to love each other, but there's definitely could definitely tell that there's that love. He definitely had that love for me, and he had the love for Jen. And I think our three cats right now have that as well, sort of, but they're at that very young age. I don't know if they understand what Well, I think Charlie kind of understood that unconditional love. Like I think he loved me, but I don't really know if young cats quite grasp it that at that age. So
Oh.
or maybe they do. I don't know.
Gertrude's asking you a question regarding Willow and Ash's mother. Is she still at the cabin? She wants to know.
Nope. So Sabrina is the mom, and Sabrina lived. So we have a family cabin, and the family cabin is kind of surrounded by. It's in the countryside, and it's kind of surrounded by fields, by cornfields, soybean fields. Just kind of out in the country, and there's a lot of farms. So there's a farm across the street, and that's where Sabrina lived. So Sabrina was a farm cat, and Sabrina currently lives in Minnesota. So she's got a wonderful home
Oh,
in
does she? Is
Minnesota.
that far?
Yes.
Wow, that far. My goodness.
Yeah. So Sabrina lives with
Wow, that is
Jen's
a long,
sister.
long. That's quite a long way from Wisconsin,
Yeah, it
Minnesota.
is. Yeah.
Okay. And here's to another question, Nick. I've got another question for
Uh huh.
you.
Yeah.
So, question number 8.
Uh
Future plans for the No Other Cat community as a whole. What are your future plans for the
huh.
No Other Cat community?
I don't know about future plans. I would say if I can just keep uploading one video a day, if I can just do like 3 or 4 live streams a week. Um, that's I'll just keep doing that. I don't really have any big plans for the channel. I thought about maybe I did make a Noah the Cat Rumble channel. Just in case I wanted to do like Rumble. I think I made a what's that other live streaming Twitch? I think I made like a Twitch channel for Noah the Cat, but I don't really think I want to get into Twitch. Maybe Rumble. Rumble is also kind of a up and coming video platform, so maybe I will start uploading on Rumble, maybe. Um, but this is just kind of like a little side hobby of mine, so I don't really take it super seriously.
Oh, no
Um,
trouble at all, Nick.
yeah, yeah.
No trouble at all. Hello. Hello, you.
Hello.
Jodie's just put in something. She's
Uh
just
huh.
saying to you, which is more gaming. I think Rumble
Gaming,
isn't
and I think
user friendly.
isn't user friendly. Yeah, I have been on Rumble a number of times, and the Rumble platform itself isn't really as user friendly. It's kind of weird in some ways. It's kind of like YouTube like 15 years ago. So I think YouTube has really refined their experience for viewing and for content creating. They've kind of refined. They've had such a long time to refine it. They've had what 20 years. YouTube's been around for 19
2005.
years. 2005. Yeah. So
2005, 20 years.
I think I started so I joined YouTube in 2006. So I've been watching YouTube videos for a long time. So, but they've had a long time to refine their platform, and
Yeah.
the YouTube platform is wonderful. Rumble is just kind of I think it's more of like a free speech kind of fewer rules, I would say.
Mm,
Not
mm,
quite as how would you explain it? Not as strict. I think Rumble is not as strict as YouTube is. So
yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of YouTube can be very kind of picky and strict about certain things. So I think Rumble would be kind of an alternative platform maybe one day. I'm not really sure about Instagram. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to do Instagram or TikTok. I guess they're still trying to decide here in the United States if TikTok is even going to exist. I guess TikTok might might just kind of disappear one day, so we might not have TikTok anymore. So I don't really want to get involved with TikTok, and I think TikTok
Mm.
is kind of weird. So
I wouldn't even try TikTok, to be honest with you, Nick.
yeah.
And Nutmeg's just saying she wants to cuddle with your cats right now. I wish I could cuddle
Oh
your
yeah.
cats
Oh,
right
thank
now
you.
too.
Oh,
And
thank
to
you.
tell you something, Nutmeg,
Yeah.
to tell you something, Nutmeg, there's a lovely, lovely young girl who views Noah the Nick's Noah the Cat community, an 18-year-old young girl who, whenever she sees Noah, she's nearly often like, "Oh, I just want to cuddle Noah right now. I
Hmm.
just want to cuddle the cats." She
Yeah.
loves cats more than anything in the world.
Oh yeah.
I think you're probably familiar as to who I'm talking to, Nick. Are you?
Um, I don't know who.
Nobody knows. That's the
Oh, okay.
18-year-old
Okay.
young
Oh,
girl
sure, sure.
on the channel.
Oh, right, right.
No, she absolutely loves your Noah, and she loves the community. And
Hmm.
it's got to the point many times where she's like, "Oh, Nick, I just want to hug your cats or cuddle Noah or your cats."
Right. I hear that a number of times. Yeah, they are very cuddly. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just kind of impossible to have all of our viewers over and to meet them in person. But
Yeah, I know, I know.
yeah,
You need a cat convention for that,
a cat
don't you? You need a
convention.
cat
Yeah.
convention for that.
Yeah.
No, but to ask, I mean, this is probably not one of the questions I've got, but actually, if I may ask you this question now, and another made-up question,
Hmm.
um, do you think there should be a cat con? And if you think so, why would you say that? And do give your reason behind there being reasons for cat cons.
A cat con. We had a cat con actually. I think we had one in town. I think it was in January. We had a cat convention in town here, and I think they travel around the country. It was a very small cat convention. But they were probably a couple thousand people there. It wasn't really super big. Um, but that's actually where I saw the Maine Coon. There was a Maine Coon at the cat convention, and it was at one of our convention centers. We don't, we're not Las Vegas. We're not really a big city, but we did have a very small cat convention, and it was fun. They had some of the cat rescues brought cats. People could adopt cats, and it was kind of like mostly like vendors selling cat themed merchandise, like shirts, arts and crafts, like cat themed arts and crafts. It was kind of fun. um I'm not really sure we'll go again. I'm not even sure it'll come back next year. I don't know, but it was fun. Cat Mom Jen and I went for a couple hours. So but like a big gigantic like nationwide cat convention at like maybe like Las Vegas or something, like one of those gigantic there might be something like that that exists. I don't know. Aren't there like or maybe it's like for specific breeds of cats? Aren't there like shows? Isn't there like a cat show, like cat shows where cats get judged? There's like kind of like dog shows.
I
Um,
really don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
No, but I really do think. Do you really think there should be large CatCon conventions? Because I don't know about any large CatCon conventions. The only con conventions I know of, Nick, are the Comic Con stuff that
Yeah,
happen
yeah.
annually at large scale.
I just don't really think it's. I don't really know if that would. I don't think that would really work. I think you just because it's just cats are just so common. Like why would someone want to go to a cat convention when they have cats in their house? I don't know. It just seems like a um kind of a thing that I don't know, kind of something that would probably just not really happen. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah,
Um, I think it would probably just be like it would probably be some way for these cat rescues to get cats adopted. Um, I don't know. I've never really thought about it, but that is a really good question.
and Pamela had something to say, Nick, if I
Uh,
may so share. But good answer to the question regarding CatCon, whether there should be one or not, and thank you for showing your point on it. Um, not a
hmm.
Nick, not a question. Just wanted to say, many enjoy your efforts. Thanks for the No Other Cat channel. No,
Oh, you're
Pamela, that was a
welcome.
very nice thing to say. That was a very nice
Yeah,
thing to say. Thank you, Pamela.
yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks
your
again,
kindness,
Willow.
towards Nick.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
Thank
that
you.
must be a confidence boost hearing something like
Yeah.
that? Is
Oh,
that a confidence boost to you?
yeah. Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Well, we just try to have fun. Very casual. It's just a very casual, YouTube channel. Um,
Channel.
yeah, just very casual. Just kind of hang out for an hour or
And
two.
or three. Hopefully, we'll get to 3 hours because I'm up for a 3 hour live.
Oh
No other
gosh,
cat wise.
yeah, that's a long one.
Now, Harriet's got a question. Harriet's got a question.
Uh-huh.
Can you ask if Nick if he prefers male or female cats? You find females easier work, but that's just her because she's got two female cats.
Good question. I've only had one female cat. The other cats have been males. I think Willow is. I think Willow is maybe more independent. Got some of those female instincts of independent and kind of always on alert. Maybe I don't know. Willow's got that kind of motherly instinct of being sort of independent, but sort of being on the lookout. I think Asher is just very cuddly, and I don't know. I'm not really sure. I like them both.
Oh, sorry, I just had to check some starred
Uh,
comments.
yeah, there's a lot of comments.
Oh, I had a question I missed from Mane. Mane, what's the story of Dad of Asher and Willow, or the cat that is likely their dad? Mane asked the question. It's all starred, but I missed it out by mistake.
Yeah. So I think what was it, 3 or 4 weeks ago? I posted something that um, Asher and Willow's dad must have been might have been spotted. We don't really know for sure. That cat that looks a lot like Asher lives on a farm, and unfortunately, we really have no idea what happened to that cat. Probably still living on the farm, roaming around. That farm had horses, ducks, geese. It was crops, so there's it seemed to be kind of a busy farm. So a large area, kind of a cat's dream area to kind of live. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, we don't really know what happened to that cat. But I'm guessing that cat was probably the dad, somehow
Mm.
related. So
Mane's got a suspected question here. Is it true that
yeah.
male cats are more social and playful than female, or is it only about breed? I've no idea for the
Mm,
question, but
I've heard something similar where male cats. I've heard it also that male cats are just kind of can be more playful than female. I've heard that as well. I don't know for sure, but I've heard other people say that male cats can be more playful and female cats um are kind of like more serious maybe or not as playful. I've heard that
mm,
as well, yeah.
uh, Nutmeg is a question. Are cats overpopulated on the farm where you got Willow and Ash?
I don't think I would call it overpopulation. I would just say that it's possible there's an overpopulation, and the overpopulation can happen really quick. But the vet bills are can be very expensive, and farmers probably don't want to spend a lot of money on spaying and neutering farm cats, because unfortunately, the farm cats probably don't live very long. They probably only live maybe 5 or 6 years at most. Maybe if you're lucky, farms are very dangerous, and farmers probably don't want to be spending, whatever the cost is. Like, I don't know, was it a couple $100 to take a bunch of cats to get spayed or neutered. So um, I don't know if I would say overpopulation. I don't think there's an overpopulation on that farm where Asher and Willow came from, but it does happen.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting answer.
Yeah.
Okay, and Gertrude had a question for you. Gertrude,
Yeah.
sorry, I need to get the question back up again. Does Noah have a fly count yet this year? Gertrude's curious to know. Does he?
No, no flies yet this year. It's been cold out. It's been cold, probably in the 40s, 50s. So we need like a week straight of warm weather, and then we'll get a bunch of flies. But if it kind of stays around 30 or 40 degrees, we're not going to get any flies. So with
Yeah.
0 flies so far.
0. Did the cafe allow to take photos or vids when you visited there? Manny's got the question
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, they do allow photos. I'm not really sure about video. I don't really think they care about videos. Or taking videos. I think if you just bring in your cell phone and you want to take, I asked them about taking pictures, and they said, yeah, they don't really care. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I could probably take some videos there, but I don't really go there. We only go there on like the weekends, so
Okay.
for a little bit, just
My
grab a
cat
coffee.
is outside.
Yeah,
Cat is outside. Daphne, I'm going to be here. Got
sure,
to get
sure,
Daphne because she was knocking on my
sure,
door. So I got to be.
no problem.
Daphne,
Yeah,
Daphne,
I'm also watching this on
Daphne,
YouTube.
Daphne. You were knocking on my door. Daphne, come on in. Come on, say hello to Nick. This is the Maine Coon Beauty. Say hello to Daphne.
Oh wow, hi! It's a big kitty. Wow.
She's huge. She's absolutely huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Wow.
just
Very,
look at that.
yeah, very sweet. Yeah. Wow. Huge. Wow.
This is what Maine Coon gives you.
Yeah. Impressive. Oh, very
Okay.
cute.
It's okay. Hello, beautiful. Yes, this is Nick. This is no other
Yes.
cat's owner. We know about you in the community. Now we're seeing you live.
Very sweet.
Oh, you got to get down. You want to come down? Okay, Daphne. Okay.
He says, I'm done. I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Gentle giants. That's what they're known as, Maine Coons, Gertrude. They're known
Mhm.
as gentle giants. That's what's been said about them. And, oh, Daphne's quite large. Oh, no, now Daphne was going after Nixie a minute ago.
Mhm.
She's a beauty. Hi, Outer Limits. I didn't see you. Hello. She is a beauty indeed. Yes. Cute. No, she's a cute
Mhm.
girl. And now, finally, we're going to be going in about a minute or two, Nick. But finally,
Mhm.
if I may ask a
Sure.
question, when people hear about the No Other Cat community,
Uh-huh.
what do you hope they think of about the No Other Cat community overall itself? What do you hope they think about the community you and Jen have very kindly
Mhm.
built and presented and shown? Because what you represent, both of you, is a very consummate and wonderful, wholesome community of friendliness and kindness, and showing the importance of being a cat owner and what it
Mhm.
entails, and how important having a cat can really be in your life. So,
Mhm.
what do you hope people think of when they find out and hear about the No Other Cat community? Do give your take.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I hope people think it's a fun and kind place to watch cat videos. A relaxing place to watch cat videos, and hopefully we can entertain people. So um, just a very straightforward, um, try to entertain people and have fun in a relaxing, casual environment. So and just try to have fun. People can chat and say hi and oh, got a question. No, the cat is so gentle and calming. It is a pleasure to relax with them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Round of applause.
Honestly.
Round of applause from Harriet. Yes. I recognize some of the names. I'm also
Yeah.
watching the live stream on YouTube. I got it on my
Well,
screen here. I can see some of the comments.
well, yes, you've got Hillary in as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. But honestly, Nick, that was a brilliant answer. And what I would say, Nick, you represent a very consummate and wholesome community alongside Jen, but the biggest thanking credit goes to Noah Bean, the star of the show,
Yep.
and of course Noah, and of course Ash and Willow too, and of course the late Charles, bless his soul, who sadly died. So
Yeah.
it's a consummate, wholesome community based on friendliness, kindness, and of course a relaxing community. And those are values I very much retain, much like yourself, Nick.
Mhm.
So all of us, including Mane, Hilary, Hickey, Gertrude, and we had Poetry in. Hello to Poetry. And
Uh-huh.
we haven't had Farah, but we did see Tasso and Alfredo in here a moment ago, and Gertrude. We didn't have Nobody Knows, but that's certainly no trouble. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. No trouble, but she can watch it on the replay once she finds out about it.
Yep.
Even though the first part was just a lot of talk waiting for you, but it's no trouble. You got held.
Yep.
No trouble, no trouble. So, but don't leave the green room yet, because when we finish the live, we'll be able to recap and talk how it all went. But can I say, everybody, thank you most sincerely, kindly, for your support towards Nick and I, towards the podcast we did. I'd been talking to Nick for almost a year. I think it was about a year ago or just under. I was thinking about interviewing you.
Oh,
We
wow.
did it. We made it happen. So thank you, especially all my friends in the Know the Cat community.
Yeah.
Sean, Hilary, Poetry, Gertrude, Hickey, Alfredo, Tasso, those of you who came into the live stream, and all my mods, Harriet, Jody, Pamela, and Dawn Marie as well. And Sapu couldn't make it. He's got a migraine, unfortunately, but he's one of the mods as well. And Paula, Granny Paula, who's a grandmother herself.
Yep.
Thank you for taking part in the live as well. And all of my supporters, to Nutmeg and and everybody else. Thank you all for your support towards Nick and I when we did the podcast together. We'd been in the talks for almost a year, but we made it happen almost a year later, and we did it.
Yeah, it was super fun. Thanks.
Pleasure, but don't go yet. Don't leave the green room yet,
Okay.
because I'll be
Okay.
finishing live soon. Thank you all most really kindly for taking the time and watching
Yeah.
this very live stream here, our podcast interview, which we did. Those who didn't get to watch it whilst live, it's watchable on replay. Thank you all most sincerely kindly for watching. Ta-ta for now, another time. Good night, and may your God go with you. Thank you for your support towards us both. And don't forget to subscribe and watch Nick's channel, because the Know the Cat community, it's a consummate, wholesome community full of friendliness, kindness, and a relaxing environment, as Nick and Jen so strive for. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, you're welcome.